Good morning. Welcome back to Cold Waters. I'm Captain Numpty, or David Steele, and here's me boat. We're back in HMS Superb. It is October the 22nd, 1984. It is about 9 a.m. We have not long finished dispatching an Alpha class attack boat, and sensors have picked something up. Yeah, the Alpha was maybe leading the way before something else. Now, gone off the sensor scope right now, and we're not able to see what on earth it was. That we just don't detect it. So
4-5 feet, dive high.
We're going to get up above the layer here. It's a fairly weak, well, it's a very weak duct and very weak layer, but maybe whatever it is just dipping in and out of the layer, and that might be why we can't detect it. So above the layer. I'll do to give an update to
dive at 4-5 feet, dive high.
HQ, so let's go ahead and pop the mast up.
Up scope.
There's nothing out there. Right in the middle of my patrol zone, there really is nothing going on. Okay, well, with that in mind, I'm going to loiter on the surface for a little bit whilst we wait for a message back if there is one. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and I'll be right back if anything goes on. Well, our orders were to maintain station and be prepared for more incoming Soviet torpedoes. They know we only have six grief. So to remain station. Prepare for more incoming Soviet submarines. Even though they're aware we've only got 6 torpedoes left, hey, apparently a lucky tigerfish can take care of a single enemy submarine. Russians, they had 380 odd at the start of this conflict, so to stay on station. Anyway, we dropped right down, got below the layer, and we picked something up again. We picked up whatever we think we were following in. This time we managed to identify it. This could get interesting. It's an SSBN, and
dive at 300 feet, dive high.
SSBNs are absolutely known to be to traverse the Norwegian Sea. It's a show of force, if nothing else, from the Russians. Yes, we can go wherever we see fit. The Delta IV, it's well, it's like an Oscar. It's big, it's quiet, it's well armed, it's well equipped, and it's in my way. It's slow, so when I've got 6 torpedoes, I might need more than 3 to kill it. It's slow, and it's running quite deep, at 650 feet, but also running towards me. So I think he did a crazy Ivan, and he may have detected me messing around with my mast at the surface, and that's always an operational risk. You know, the machinery is designed to be quiet, but it's not always that quiet. It's got good sensors as well. Okay. Well, we didn't necessarily have take care of an SSBN on our list. It was a bit early for them to be venturing out, but it's possible he's actually coming back to base. Maybe. I don't know, if I was a boomer captain and I'm told to get back to base, I'd be like, yeah, no. They're looking for me, but an order is an order. I'm running this on accelerate time right now. I reckon he's 7,000 yards away. See, if I can get my weapons within weapons range of him, I'm pretty sure I could take care of him. Question is, he's going to get weapons on me. And standoff torpedo is nasty, and the USET 80 is even nastier. So I gotta time this just right. I don't really want to be that close to him. On the one hand, but on the other hand, I think I really do. So let's see how this goes. It looks like he really is 4,000 yards away. He's doing 3 knots, so he is clearly anticipating trouble. So close to being detected. Let's drop to 0 knots.
Make turns for 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
That helps. That helps me. I can pick him up on my passive sonar. Ooh. I'm going to try and turn towards him, I think. It will help my passive sonar.
Come right to 246, helm aye.
Well, we estimate his sensor's probably getting as good a return on us as we are on him. The difference is, hopefully, we know he was there. We picked him up before he picked me up. Let's take a look. Yeah. Big beast. I think I want to try and... I would like to get my weapons pointing towards him. So let's go up to 1 knot.
Make turns for 1 knots, maneuvering aye.
It's going to just help me turn towards him a little bit. Because right now, if I fire at him, my torpedoes have to turn a corner first and then they can engage. Now, sure, his does too, and it's only a few second difference, but a few seconds difference might be all that you need. I want to stick to 300 feet because I want to use my 5th torpedo tube. We reckon we're going to get that taken care of when we go and get rearmed. It's a fairly easy fix. Yeah. It's close to being able to detect me. Sure, it's fine though. We'll be fine. We'll be able to take care of him, right? Maybe. Let's accelerate time. Go ahead and turn.
Come right to 273, helm aye.
If I can get on his baffles, that's best case, but he is very close to detecting me right now. Very, very close. Okay. It's the worst, but 9 decibels. 10 decibels, and he can make me. Decibels. 10 decibels. Okay, so that's the point where it's up to 4 knots.
Con, helm, steady course.
10 decibels again. I'm not going to assume that he's made me, but I am going to give him a piece of my mind. So let's get up to 40. Well, run some of these active. Run 2 active and 2 not. I'm going to give him 4 top torpedoes. I'm going to run up to 20 knots, like so.
Make
Then
turns
go ahead and
for
fire.
20 knots,
1,
maneuvering aye.
2,
Con,
3,
fire control, we've lost
Con, sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
I'm going to head south, crank it up
Make
to...
turns,
Con sonar, we are cavitating. Con sonar, torpedo in the water, bearing 291.
They both acquired me. Okay. Here's where the fun begins, right? I wouldn't necessarily call this fun, but go. Sadly, my mini-map has disappeared.
helm,
It's not
course.
showing, so
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 299.
we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Now, I really want to get out of here. I don't particularly want to mess around too much with possibly getting engaged by 4 tigerfish. 4 has got a good chance of killing him if just they can reach him.
Con, knuckle formed.
See, knuckle is not working. We've done this before. It did not.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 3. Con sonar, no longer cavitating. Passing 400 feet.
The Oscar had
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Passing 500 feet.
weapons that also didn't like my
Con, knuckle formed.
didn't like to
Passing
follow my
600 feet.
knuckles. Okay, I'm gonna actually change my depth. Let's get up.
Passing 700 feet.
The other up, David. Okay, here they come. Oh, messed that up.
Maneuvering, making turns for
Maybe
3,
not.
2 knots.
Oh, okay. Oh, I still want to get my depth up.
Passing 700 feet.
I'm gonna turn back towards them.
Con sonar, noise passing 600 feet.
They detected me. Yep. Let's flatten off
Passing 500 feet.
my ascent. Try and put my tail to them. Then we're
Passing
gonna
400
dive.
feet.
So,
Passing 400 feet.
change,
Con, knuckle formed.
change course, give another knuckle. This is difficult when I can't actually see them particularly great.
Passing 500 feet.
Another knuckle if I can. Oh,
Con, knuckle formed.
did. So one's confused and one's not.
Passing 700 feet.
Okay. Straighten up. First
Passing
course.
800 feet.
Heading away. Oh, something got him. Two strikes. Two for four. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There's another one approaching real close. Maybe. Just two. Okay. Two might be enough to kill him. But he should be out the fight. Three. Okay. Kind of feel bad for the crew now. Another one. Let's see, is the fourth tigerfish going to take care of business for me? Okay, I don't want to watch this.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 285.
He's still kicking around. Okay, I may have evaded one of the USET 80s, but the other one is still very much on me.
Con, knuckle formed.
At least he can be knuckled away though, which is nice. Which way are you going to turn? Torpedo.
Con, knuckle formed. Passing 800 feet.
She's a little reluctant to turn right now. That's interesting.
Con sonar, regain.
Passing 700 feet.
Looks like he's heading to the surface. He's probably very badly
Passing
damaged.
600 feet. Passing 500 feet.
Switch back to watch this guy. Yep.
Passing 400 feet.
Another knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
And a
Con sonar,
noisemaker.
noisemaker, bearing.
Passing 400 feet.
Let's go ahead and turn hard. Is it going to work? Nope. See through the noisemaker.
Passing 500 feet.
Where you do not want to be.
Passing 600 feet.
Do not want to be that close to this thing. Okay. So we're going to climb, spiral
Passing
upwards,
600
try and get
feet.
away from him.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 2.
Passing 500 feet. Passing 400
Here
feet.
it comes.
Con sonar, lost con
Oh.
sonar. We are cavitating.
And another strike, and it looks like he's down. Okay.
Passing 200 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
And I'm going to drop my depth. Yeah, that's him sinking.
Con, knuckle formed.
Just for the sake of it, we'll give this torpedo a noisemaker.
Passing
It got
200
really
feet.
close again. Okay.
Passing 300
Took
feet.
care of an
Con
SSBN.
sonar, no longer cavitating.
And all it took
Passing
was 4
400
tigerfish.
Passing 500 feet. Passing 600 feet.
Haven't gotten away from his torpedo yet.
Passing 700 feet.
Probably could loiter down here for a
Passing
time
800
and be
feet.
safe, but I don't think I want to do that. So I'm heading away from this torpedo, but it's going to circle back and it's going to reacquire me. We'll get our depth down to 900 feet at least.
Passing 900 feet.
Might lose us in the clutter of the seabed. I don't think it will, but it might do. We can try. So far, so good. Yep, there it goes. It's acquiring
Con,
me.
knuckle formed.
So I'm going to go ahead and turn hard
Passing 900 feet.
away. I'm going to get my... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to keep heading south.
Con, knuckle formed.
Get my depth
Passing
up
800
to
feet.
above the layer if I can. What this torpedo is doing behind me is
Passing 700
it's
feet.
got a whiff of me, and so it's dropping to my
Passing 600 feet.
depth. Can we see it? We can't see it do that.
Passing 500 feet.
I'm trying to get up to, yeah, it didn't work unfortunately.
Passing 400 feet.
Up to above the layer.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Well, it may have worked.
Passing 200 feet.
So aggressively punch up to
Passing
periscope depth.
100 feet.
Go. That's close enough. Do not go above. There we go. Okay.
Make depth 4-5 feet. Con. Dive at 4-5 feet. Dive
Now, I
high.
can see the torpedo behind me has also reduced its depth, but I think we've managed to get out of it. I think we've managed to do enough. 2,500 yards away from it. Ah, there it goes. It's a shame. So,
Con. Knuckle
do
formed.
another knuckle. I'm going to turn away.
Passing 100 feet.
See if we can get down to depth again. But we've given ourselves a bit of distance, a bit of
Passing 200 feet.
leeway, so that it's helped. We didn't quite escape yet.
Passing 300 feet.
It's figured out what we're doing. It's
Con
coming,
sonar, no longer
it's coming
cavitating.
down as well. Okay.
Con. Knuckle formed.
Worth a try. Because we've got nothing to lose at this point. Relative to if it was right on me anyway. And it will eventually run out of fuel, but for that all said and done, we took care of a Delta IV. So that's good. Hopefully now we can come home and get some more
Con
torpedoes.
sonar, we are cavitating.
Because we're down to 3.
Passing 300
Down
feet.
to 2, not 3.
Make depth 4-5 feet. Dive high. Con. Knuckle formed.
Too far away for my knuckles to work. Okay, it's 2,000 yards. Let's accelerate time here, I think.
Con. Dive at 4-5 feet. Dive high. Con. Knuckle formed.
Go ahead and do another knuckle. We're going to turn hard to port. It doesn't look like it got confused by it. Nope. So we have another knuckle. Turn hard to starboard.
Con. Knuckle formed.
Doesn't care. That's bad. Another knuckle with my tail right on it. And this time we're going to descend.
Con. Knuckle formed.
Give it a noisemaker at the same time. Have a noisemaker, sunshine. See if that works.
Passing 100 feet.
I don't like the fact that its logic is able to see through
Passing 200 feet.
knuckles. Now that's held because it's still following
Passing 300 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
the noisemaker.
Passing 400
I
feet.
can time this just right. I'll end up
Passing 500 feet.
pointing away from it, and
Passing
like
600
so.
feet.
Okay, we're actually going to continue
Come
the
left
turn.
to 269, helm aye.
Passing 800 feet.
Very unsettling when you do that. Very unsettling indeed. Oh, okay, it's snake round me, so I'm going to keep my turn. This thing turns tight, but so does the torpedo. If I can stick close enough to it, and possibly even kill my speed, it's not going to be able to detect me. And it's still pretty.
Con. Less than 50 feet below
It's
the
still
keel.
pretty high. Oh, that's interesting. The depth changed on the seabed. Okay, we managed to avoid running into the seabed then, but wowzers, it's getting shallower. That's bad. Yeah, that's not great, but okay. You know what? Let me turn around and see if we can't just stick underneath it. There's a chance that by extending out so far south, 500 yards, it's going to turn around and detect me, so I may have to just make another run for it, but the numpty shuffle, the rapid change of direction, rapid change of depth, really does help. But wowzer, if this just feels very worrisome. Just see at the top there. Now, if this noisemaker drags it down, I'm in trouble. Right, I don't think it will. So I can go ahead and kill my speed
Make
now.
turns for 0 knots, maneuvering aye.
I can loiter underneath it. it's not going to detect me, so it's completely fine. Okay, I can stay down here as long as I need to. So I think that pretty much is going to conclude today's mission. This was the 7th mission in my 84 campaign, and we're going to end it just about stationary underneath the torpedo, circling above us. That's going to run out of fuel, and we're going to get away scot-free. So, hope that you enjoyed this. Hope you got something from it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. 4 tigerfish to sink an SSBN, does that sound about right? I mean, 2 struck it pretty early on, the other 2 took a time. Well, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe see you the next time. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.